Okay, so last December, when I ran my visual style identity workshop, one of my friends, who I'm going to call Susan for this episode, not her real name, came to it to support me. And during the introductions, she shared something with the group that made me want to take a fresh look at classic style. She said she hoped to learn about building a wardrobe based on classic pieces, but most importantly, she wanted her style to express who God made her to be. So this is an important truth. Classic style isn't just about following predetermined rules. When people ask, say, Google, how to dress classic, they're often given a standard list of wardrobe essentials. But classic style looks very different for everybody, every personality type, every body design. Your unique version of classic aligns with who you truly are. I'm Rebecca Mielke. As your visual identity guide, I take you on a journey of self-discovery so you can align your inner and outer self, show up confidently, and contribute your gifts to the world. As your first step of self-discovery, I invite you to take my free style personality quiz. You can find the link in the show description or at my website, signaturestylesystems.com. Okay, so in preparing for this episode, I did a little historical research and discovered that the context around the lists of classic style rules or whatever. This classic style emerged in the early to mid 20th century, and it was shaped by designers like Claire McCardell, who was an American designer, and Coco Chanel, who was a French designer. I think I just assumed she was a French designer. They created investment pieces for post-World War II American prosperity, neutral colors, simple silhouettes, and quality materials. These designs reflected East Coast and European upper class aesthetics, coinciding with the rise of ready-to-wear clothing. You know, if you think about it, um, even when I was a little girl, a lot of people made their own clothes. And I know there's a resurgence now of people sewing their own clothes. I know a girl who sews a lot of her own clothes, and it's super fun. Super fun to see what she's wearing. Um, but yeah, even when I was a little kid, ready to wear was kind of a new thing. So, and to be honest, I won't, I'm sort of expecting to have a new evolution of how clothing is made and constructed and developed, um, to be more personalized, because our bodies are so complicated. It's really hard for ready-to-wear clothing to work. Anyway, okay, so that's kind of the backstory of where that that classic style, where that came from. By the 1980s, um, we had the Dress for Success movement. But today, so that, you know, there was a lot of rules around that too. But today, things are different. There's not that dictatorial kind of, there's only one way to do it right. And people are just not going to stand for that. We want to express ourselves. So we're moving back beyond one size fits all solutions. Okay, so like take the little black dress. It's on every classic wardrobe list. But what if black isn't your best color? Like a lot of people, I would say 80% of people, black isn't their best color. And what if the traditional sheath silhouette doesn't work for your body type? So modern classic style needs personalization. Um, so a lot of people I feel like are interested, not my friend that I was talking about. I don't think this is what's going on with her, but um I feel like a lot of people approach classic style from a place of fear rather than choice. And this put me in the mind of the firm fixations, which that's a model developed by Personality Hacker, and it's based on Myers-Briggs types, and it explains sort of some of how people might respond to classic style. So it breaks people down into like quadrants or, four groups. So firm is stands for freedom, invulnerability, rightness, and management. So the freedom focused people who are usually EPs, like their Myers-Briggs type starts with an E and ends with a P, they're going to feel trapped by rigid rules, and that includes when it comes to style. And then there's other people who are seeking invulnerability. These are usually IJs. And this could be through safe clothing choices. Then others who are usually IPs, like their Myers-Briggs type starts with an I and ends with a P, they are chasing rightness, and they think they're right. They don't feel like they should have to obey strict lists. And then management-oriented people who are usually EJs, they try to control their image through traditional pieces if they're going with classics in order to look like they should be in charge. Someone with a management fixation most likely originated the Dress for Success guidelines and that whole movement, creating rules that just happen to work for their own body design. For example, whoever said that you should always wear black shoes most likely had black hair. Okay, so but authentic style actually comes from understanding your own design, not just from following rules, whether it's rules about classics or rules about what's in style. It's a rule either way. So when you know what works for your own body and your own personality, you can confidently move between compatible trends and just stretch them. You jump on them right away when you first see the thing that works for you, you buy it, and then you wear it until it's worn out and something else that comes up that works for you. And then you just skip the ones that don't work for you. So let's look here at how classic style adapts to different body designs. For example, the traditional pencil skirt and A-line skirt are both considered classic, yet they work best for different bodies. Hourglass shapes need A-line or fuller skirts. Figure eight and oval shapes are great in like pegged styles, pencil skirts with slightly tapered side seams. Rectangle shapes look balanced in straight skirts, which makes perfect sense. It's a rectangle. And then for triangle and inverted triangle shapes, it depends on the person's individual hip shape. And this principle extends beyond skirts. Take the classic sheath dress. An hourglass might need a fit and flare dress instead, or a wrap dress. And then a rectangle can wear the traditional straight cut. And then an oval needs strategic seaming for balance. So let's reimagine the little black dress, a simple dress to wear to a range of events from business meetings to elegant evenings out. Navy is a very classic option, and it often looks a lot better on people than black does. Emerald green is a lovely option for a lot of people with either green eyes or brown eyes. Burgundy is both current and classic. If you look good in burgundy lipstick, why not a simple day to night burgundy dress? And then deep Purple is an unexpected option. The key is identifying pieces that work with your body design, come in colors that enhance your skin tone and your natural coloring, match your lifestyle needs, and then feel authentic to you as a person. So this week, why don't you try on different skirt shapes if you wear skirts? Otherwise, take the week off or try on pants. But notice which feels most natural. And then if you want to know more about your silhouette, your hip shape, all those kinds of things, you can check out my website, signaturestylesystems.com, and then look into getting your own essential signature style guide. It gives you the most important basics for your own style. Then join me next week, and we're going to dive deeper into building your own collection of personal classics. Thanks for being here for the Signature Style Systems podcast, and have fun being you. I'll meet you back here again real soon.